Okay, my challenge is I'm going to answer the question: is AMD undervalued or overvalued in less than 7 minutes? Okay, the way we're going to do this, I know there's a lot of ways to analyze the intrinsic value of a stock, but I have a very simple approach because I think it all boils down to a few metrics and your outlook on those metrics: the sales, the net income, and therefore the net income margin, as well as the expected sales growth rate. Um, and that's pretty much it. So for this to populate the data, so the blue cells are, where you input in actual data. I use Yahoo Finance. Yahoo is still good for something. Uh, they have uh, they have all the key metrics I need to do this type of analysis. So for AMD, if you look at their 2018 reporting year, sales was 6.5 billion, net income was $337 million. Therefore, their net income margin was about 5%. Their stock price at the end of 2018 was around $22, and based on the number of shares, which I calculate by plopping in their current market cap and stock price, divided market price by the stock price, you get the number of shares approximately. So their stock price in 2018 being $22, that was a market value of like 26 billion. Okay. By the way, you don't have to be super precise with this. We know that the market value of a company changes by the minute, literally. So you just need to be approximately right for this type of analysis. So then 3 years later, 2021, sales ballooned up to 16 billion, almost triple. Net income went up 10x, damn near, to 3.16 uh, uh, billion, and that net income margin was 19%. Now, uh, their stock price at the end of 2021 was around $140. So their market value was like 168 billion. Their PE ratio dropped from 78 to 53. So 78 seemed high at the time, but those who, the market apparently had a very good rosy outlook for the future, which proved to be true as the company grew 36%. Down here are some growth calculations, annualized growth calculations. Sales growth was 36%, income grew 110%, market value grew 85%. Uh, now, now the next step is to look at, this is the fun part, projecting 5 years out. What do we think these numbers will look like or may look like? So let's start with the net income margin. Now they was at 19%. When I first saw that, like, that's exciting. If they, maybe I attribute it to, they growing so much bigger, and so therefore they got better cost scale. And maybe this is a sustainable margin. But actually, when I looked into it, 3 out of this 3.1 billion, like 1.8 was looked like it was due to a one-off tax benefit. That doesn't sound sustainable or reoccurring to me. So if you back that out, their margin would have been more like 11%. So for my target, I'm gonna put 10% because I like to be conservative. Growth rate, they've been growing 36%. I'm gonna bring that down as far as the outlook, more like 20%. I think that would still be healthy growth. And if they're growing 20% ish, 5 years, still growing at that rate 5 years from now, their PE, I think a fair PE, will be around in the ballpark of 35. Now, if this is true, that means the company should really only be worth in more like 140 billion by the end of 2026. That's actually less than where we ended 2021. If you look over here, this is what the market cap was when I did this analysis on February 15th, 137 billion. So 143 is up from there, but not up by much, less than 1% annualized growth. I also like to look at a scenario. I kind of put together a scenario that I think would be attractive, would support a 10% annual growth in market value. So for this, let's bump the net income up to 11%. Let's put in this projected sales growth of 30%. This is actually in line with what the analyst projections are over the next 5 years per Yahoo Finance. And then if they're growing 30%, then I think it's reasonable to expect that PE would not drop much below 40. So in this case, let me update that comment. 40. In that case, that would support a 10% growth from the end of 2021. Not as much, actually. That actually be even more from today. So that would be an attractive scenario. So what this really comes down to in terms of making the call is AMD over or undervalued is which, where are you landing? Are you uh, more inclined to believe that my assumptions for 2026 are more likely to be true, or are you more bullish and you think that yeah, the AMD would definitely grow 30+% per year and have a PE 40 or better 5 years from now? In which case, this will be a good deal. 10% is above average, which you would expect from S&P 500 on an annual basis. So that would be a buy. For now, I think I'm concluding it as overvalued, but you be the judge. I'm not a licensed investment advisor. I do not, that is not my profession at this time. So it is up to you. If you like this video, please like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this. I'm gonna put out a lot of videos with my straightforward approach to analyzing the stock's value. My next video is going to be on a stock that I actually concluded is currently undervalued. So that means buy. So look out for that. That should be out in a week or so. My name is Tyrone Jackson. If you like this video, if you like this channel, you like this vibe where I'm going with it, please follow me. More to come. Thank you.